Alright, welcome to The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered PC. I don't think this game needs any more introduction, but this is, a nice little, not little, it's a heavy adventure game with some sneaking mechanics and crafting and, very story heavy game. Let me do this, so. I'm gonna be playing this, as you can see, on an Intel ARC B580 here and the Ryzen 5600X. When I played the first game, was it 2 years, 1 year? I don't know, 2 years maybe more. I was running the same CPU, but I had an NVIDIA RTX 3070, and that game, the first game for me, had some struggles running. This has so far been smooth. I'm just been dipping in very briefly into this just to see it going, but it seems to be running much smoother than the previous game. So that's a good, nice little starting point. Let me see if I can do maybe that. Yeah, I can. Gonna just try to briefly dip into the settings here. There are so many settings that's just... It's gonna be overwhelming, I feel, to many people, and it's a little bit too crazy. I think they could have probably maybe optimized, especially one part of the... yeah, there's one part that is just a little bit crazy when it comes to settings-wise. But yeah, I shall try to remember to put in a timestamp so you can just jump to the story. So options-wise, this is controls, and I'm sorry for MSI Afterburning hiding a little bit, but this is where it first just was. Okay, this is great. You have lots of options here. We're not going to go through all, but you have just so many tweaking. That's really nice, and great. But again, this is so many settings that I feel that a lot of people are going to be overwhelmed by it. But one thing that's really has stood out to me as like, are they kidding me? Like, what's going on here? Is this when we go to customize controls? So this game has a little bit of a problem apparently with Steam inputs, and what I mean with that is Steam input and emulating Xbox controllers for my Steam controller. I wanted to have analog movement, and then I wanted to use my mouse, but Xbox input when using the Steam controllers, the Steam UI, the Steam input API is just not working at all. So you're probably gonna have to disable, if you have problems, disable Steam input for your controller and just use native Steam native controller mode. But that would take away the possibility to mix and match like analog inputs and keyboard inputs, and it's just not good for me. But this is humor to me. So you can rebind. You can see there's lots of action, just insane amount of action. It actually was so insane that I counted how many keybinds you have that you can tweak, and like individual strings for playing the guitar. This to me just screams like, guys, come on. We are talking an adventure, good, solid, sneaking tactical game. Like, we don't want to have this many inputs to think about. Lots of these inputs are being used for multiple actions, which is nice. And it's not... If you look at this, yes, it's great. You can individually remap like pretty much any settings, but it just starts getting a little bit ridiculous after a while. And again, I counted how many, like, you can individually here remap 104 inputs. That's every key on a single keyboard put to a single action for a single thing in this entire game, and it's just okay, guys. Now you just like come on, that is stupid. Input optimization, and just going through all of this is just exhausting. I'm not gonna bring up my Steam controller input mapping because that's unfortunately lags out OBS a little bit. Well, maybe I can. It's gonna lag maybe a little bit, just so you can see. But these are the actions that I have gotten in, and it's just pretty much every possible input, normal input that I can have on the controller, and it should, like, when I look here, this looks alright-ish. I would have liked a little bit less inputs, but this is fine. But when you look at this is not fine. Like, this is not fun, interesting to go through, just trying to tweak and do, and it's just holy mother of God, input optimizations need to be a bigger thing. Like remapping this, hey, if you like this, that's a huge thing. To me, I think this is just gonna overwhelm a lot of people trying to just know what the heck to do, so they're just gonna stick with the default, and it might get a worse experience. Like, this is unnecessary. It's good with options, but there is a level of too much is making it bad. These are like more heavy input mapping here than PUBG, and it's just, no, that is just ridiculous. But hey, I just, many people might just be using, you know, you can see the dual shock, or what is this, the PlayStation 4 or 5 there, and you know, default settings and everything's just gonna be mapped fine. It's not a huge problem. Or you might just don't mind the default keyboard and mouse input. But for me, like, trying to just map what is important to the Steam controller, this was a pain in the ass to go through 104 different inputs to see what is necessary, what is double, what is doing the same thing, what is gonna be this, what needs to be this. It's just like, I was like feeling like, oh my God, okay, maybe I should just not do this, but I powered through and we got through it. So that's why I think it's just good highlight. Input optimization is a great thing that should not be overlooked. Option is a great thing to not overlook, but don't overdo it. Don't push it through the roof like this. There's just no good reason anyone is gonna need to rebind 104 inputs here, right? If there is someone out there that has done this, mapped every single action here into one separate key on your keyboard and playing it, hey man, power to you. But it's just made me like, what are they smoking when they was thinking of this? This just absolutely crazy. And again, it's gonna be the same things. You have lots of settings here, but since I can turn it off because, again, Steam input here with the Xbox and everything, this is not working for me, so I can't use that. If you have the PlayStation 4 or 5, you might get proper haptic feedback and stuff like that. Good options. HUD, again, it's a great options and everything, but again, I just feel it's right, you have a performance HUD. I forgot that. I could have maybe disabled MSI Afterburner, I guess, and use the built-in one. Let me do that. Let us try the built-in one instead. So, hello? FPS, CPU, GPU frame rate, VRAM usage, RAM usage. All right, there we go. Let's try that one. The built-in one. I actually missed. Again, I missed it because there is so much option. Like, again, I feel like a normal person that if they like maybe tweaking a little bit and then they go through this, it's just gonna be quite overwhelming. This is a good option. Like, this is normal. Everyone can tweak here. This is fine. Nothing too crazy, have a lot of things. One thing that I do want to mention is frame generation is off. I would like to have frame generation off, But the problem is that normally when I turn on frame generation, I might be getting 80 to 100 frames or whatever, and then, you know, what I turn on frame generation, you get a locked 120 frames. Frame generation here is either not working on Intel or it's super heavy, because I got 110 to 120 frames, my GPU maxed out pretty much. And then I turned off frame generation, and, you know, I got a locked 60 frames with 60% of GPU usage. And it's just, it shouldn't be that much heavy. It's I don't know, it didn't feel like it was working in a good way, unfortunately. And I also had a few crashes, and after turning frame generation off, I have not had any crashes. And this might be more stable on NVIDIA graphics card or AMD's, but I do recommend it to just, if you have problems, just try going for a 60 or 30 frame locked, and just don't use frame generation. If you got crashing, turn off frame generation. Other than that, you know, the upscaling here, XCS with quality, works really nice, and you can turn it down to balanced. I have seen some artifacting. I think that the NVIDIA's DLSS, you know, are a bit higher quality than this XCSS upscaling, but this is good enough and everything nice for me to play. I could probably play this instead of 1440p in 1080p with no XCSS also, it would be fine. But it's a nice little thing here to play around with. Then you go to graphics. This is also, I like this, and I think this is a nice amount of settings, and you have a preset. So if you don't know what everything do, you can just go for the preset. The only thing that could make this better would be if you had like an image showcasing, you know, the difference when you toggle the settings. But, you know, a nice thing here that you can tweak. You can try to slow down the video if you want to replicate my settings here on the Intel B580 or equivalent, to see if you can get a locked 60 frames also. So far when I have played, I have gotten a locked 60. Audio, really nice, lots of good settings to tweak it. Nice little, you know, stuff for accessibility options here. Good descriptions. Like this is an excellent way of options here. Maybe this could feel a little bit too much for audio settings for some, but there are some explanation. It's not too crazy, so, you know, it is a nice thing, and I do recommend. Let's see, I'm gonna switch this headphones. Let's go for that. Let's go for medium. There we go. Let's just try this. This should be recommended to play with my headphones or your headphones on, and yes, good options all around. Language settings, good to have if you want to have some tweaking. This is an excellent thing for that. System. If you want to need to tweak some settings before starting the game, you can have a launcher. Good that you can have data on or off here, but it would be, well, limited or full, but it would be nice to turn it off also. Love this one. So if I tab out, the game will keep playing, audio and stuff like that. Great for streaming and recording. The same like this. Like, great options. This is where you start getting a little bit crazy again. I've changed a few of this from tapping to just holding for action, because I think I would have enjoyed the game more. But this is where it might, again, it's good with option, but it might be a little bit too much to go through all of this. Like, this is a nice amount of basic options to kind of go through and understand and everything read out. I've increased the field of view. Right. Again, lots of good options, but I just feel that there's so much options all over the place that people are not going to change too much craziness or utilize all of this. Let's see, what was it? I was thinking, oh, I cannot turn off this. All right, okay, combat accessibility. I don't want weapons way. There we go. Again, I'm just going for the story vibe and everything here, so I wait to be able to tweak this to your liking. Minimize blood and stuff like that. Right, I don't want to do too much crazy stuff here, so, but yeah, the weapons way would probably be something that would be a bit not what I would enjoy. Like also this one, I wanted to go in and just going here. This is quite interesting. So having sprint toggle or hold as an option in an accessibility menu is probably going to be very easy to miss that this is something that you can change. Because for my Steam controller, if I press the left back pedal here, it's going to activate sprint, and if I hold it, I'm going to be able to walk, which is just really nice for the Steam controller optimization, trying to input optimization. If we can, where is it? Yeah, this one. So you can see here, for me, this is a great accessibility option. So press once the sprint, hold if I need to walk, because I was starting to run out of buttons to map all of the crap of the inputs. I'm losing my blah blah blah. Yeah, I'm losing my thought. But I had to enable this to just get all of the inputs going well with my Steam controller. But this is also weird. This is something I would love to have in the controls options. But again, it is just so much. I guess they just felt that, hey, we have to move it somewhere. We are getting too much. And I'm not going to be using quick turn because I'm running out of buttons on the Steam controller and everything. So let's get out of this one. There you have it. Crazy amount of inputs and options and tweaking, and awesome if you really enjoy it. But I think it's too much settings, too much of it for the general people to just feel that this is gonna be amazing. Yeah, unfortunately, but we are gonna get into the game right now. And let me just change that. Story mode. A new game. I'm gonna go mode. This is also a little bit interesting. You can fine-tune these settings to your liking, but you cannot really. You have to start the game and then you can change. I would have liked to be able to customize this one. I would have liked to be able to customize this one immediately. But we're gonna go into the game, then I'm gonna turn down some things because, yes, to get the game that's gonna fit my playstyle a little bit more and make it just so I can enjoy the story a little bit more. Yeah, so this is where I'm gonna go next, to the moderate. I'm gonna go into the options, to the difficulty, to change this, because I don't think, because options, there's no way I can't change this before I start the game. So, you know, you have to start the game, new game. There's no save slot that I can see, which is unfortunate. I'm sorry for this. I'm gonna just. Can I just? Okay, performance of FPS count. Okay, we don't need to have this one. There we go. That should be more easily to see what's going on. You can skip cinematics if you want to do that.
I don't know what happened. I was supposed to take her to the Fireflies and walk away. You go halfway across the country with someone. She needed her immunity to mean something. Maybe I was starting to buy into that old cure business. Maybe I just wanted to do right by her. And then we made it. We found the Firefly. Because of her, they were actually going to make a cure. The only catch, it would kill her. Sweet Jesus.
Doctor?
What are you doing? I won't let you take her. This is our future. Think of all the lives we'll save.
Jesus Christ, Joe. What do you do?
I saved her. Come on, baby girl. I got you. I got you.
Cover the exit. Don't let him get away.
God damn. That's that's a lot. What does Ellie know?
I told her they just ran some tests. I told her her immunity meant nothing.
And she believed you?
I didn't say otherwise.
We should head back.
Right, here we go. Ooh. A little bit of... Oh. I'm sorry, it's not lagging for me, but OBS is having problems. Serious problems. So I'm gonna try and do something quickly. Is this making it better? Okay. No. Oh wow, my GPU is struggling here. This is interesting. The GPU did not struggle before. I did not have these problems before when I tried this. I don't know why it is... Oh. Yeah, I don't know why it is struggling. My settings are working fine here, but it's... My GPU is at 99%, and that is not good. And that is causing problems here. This is weird. I'm sorry, guys. I don't want it to be like this. But I tried recording and it was nothing like this. Alright, let me try something. No, it's not. It's a little bit better, but the HUD is... Holy crap. Alright, let me try something for you guys here. We're gonna just blah 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 blah. Let's turn on this one again. Performance HUD on. Display. Let's go with VSync on. Let's do balanced mode. Apply. Yes. And let's go to graphics again. And let's try this to see what's gonna happen. There we go. Nope. It's just... My GPU here is just... That's weird. Alright, let's just continue to see if it stabilizes. Again, it's running smooth for me. It's just OBS that is crapping out. And that is because... the Intel B580 and OBS, if the GPU is maxed out, it cannot record in a smooth frame rate. In Nvidia's, the RTX 2, 3 and 4 and probably 5, when they're being maxed out and you know, and you're recording with OBS, it still works fine. It's just going to make maybe the game a little bit slower. On the Intel it seems to be the other way around, more like it, that when the GPU is maxed out, the recording is just gonna have problems. So I have had no real stutters, and you have the performance pretty much pinned there to 60, right? Looking good, looking smooth. So yeah, but again, I don't understand it, because I tried recording before, and running with OBS, and it just was not a problem with the settings that I had and with XeSS at quality. The only difference is that I'm now using the built-in performance metric instead. But yes, I'm gonna keep pushing here a little bit to see what's happening, but I had similar problems. I think some kind of similar problems when I tried to record the first game, even with the Nvidia graphics card. It's just... There were crashing problems and just really serious performance issues related to VRAM and other things. And right now the only problem is, again, that the GPU is running at 99%. And every time it does that, OBS stutters, and it's just... I guess I would have to run this game in 1080p to just make or turn down the settings to medium. But that would be a shame, because I think there's quite a nice difference between medium and high. And again, this setting, if you're not gonna use OBS to record, it's gonna be a great gaming experience. And that is what I wanted to showcase.
It's okay. I got him.
So maybe the game will get a little bit... Maybe the game will be a little bit less demanding, hopefully. But yeah, the intro scenes there,
What were you
stuttering.
talking about earlier? I can't say I'd have done different. I'll take it to the grave if I have to.
Just remember, like, on the Intel B580, just playing the game is super smooth with the settings.
I'll see you later.
Unless I'm gonna tell you there is some weird stuttering. Even if my YouTube video is stuttering, the gameplay for me is not stuttering. Again, it's just a shame that OBS and Intel can't work together and make it so the QuickSync encoder doesn't stall every time the GPU usage is at 99%. You pretty much need to, if you want to use the Intel B580 to record videos, you're pretty much gonna need it to make sure your game doesn't use more about 90% of your GPU. Maybe 95 in some case, but 90 is pretty much the sweet spot.
Hello.
Then it recording with
Ellie?
the Intel B580 is amazing. Very cinematic, great opening here. You get a little bit of a recap what's happening. Looks really great, even with the XCS at balanced. I think it's
Jesus.
looks nice.
This gave me a heart attack.
I tried knocking, but
Hey,
Definitely like the art style they're going for them.
what's up, Joel?
just checking in. Folks are, talking about how impressed they are with you and how well you're helping out.
It's good.
Yeah. Tommy and I went out riding the other day, and he told me a joke, and I thought about you. It's oh shoot, I forgot it. Something about a clock. How do you?
Joel, it's pretty late and I gotta get up in a few hours.
Yeah. I know. I'm gonna get out of your hair. Just I want to show you something. Just give me 1 second.
What's this?
Yeah, right, that's that.
Some folks call this thing here a guitar.
Funny.
You want to hear something?
Okay.
Okay.
So I do know very little about the second game.
Promise me
Um,
that you won't laugh.
but I do know one thing, but I'm not gonna tell it
Don't laugh.
unless you don't know that yourself. We might hit that kind of spoiler in this Let's Try. Alright. Kind of first or second gaming segment here. Right. So I guess this is what you could bound to 1 through 6 or something that I don't know. Because you could bind individual strings, it was something. Right, let's just do this. This would probably work better with just like a joystick input here. A very nice song.
I ever were to lose you, I'd surely lose myself. Everything I have found here, I'm not found by myself. Try and sometimes you'll succeed to make this man of me. All my stolen missing parts, I've no need for any more. 'Cause I believe, and I believe 'cause I can see our future days, days of you and me.
I forgot to change the story difficulty settings. Gotta remember to do that. The recording problems kinda got the best of me there, which is unfortunate.
There you go.
Well, that didn't suck.
I'll take what I can get. She's yours.
No. No. I don't know the first thing
I
about
promised
this.
that I'd teach you how to play.
You did.
So what do you say, tomorrow night, first lesson?
Deal.
Okay. Okay.
Do you remember the joke?
What is the downside to eating a clock? It's time consuming.
That's so dumb.
Yeah. Good night, kiddo.
It's a very nice opening scene with a little bit of the horse riding, a little bit of the story crap or story recap. Very good start to a game for sure. You know, you definitely see why this could be very liked. Right, I gotta change the story difficulty to tweak to my likings. Okay, 4 years later. Oh,
Shit.
alright. Again, I do know a story spoiler, but I'm gonna try to not mention it.
Hey,
Morning.
sorry, I totally overslept. Just give me a minute and I'll get dressed.
I heard you had quite a night after I left.
She kissed me. It was just Dina being Dina. She didn't mean anything by it.
I was talking about your fight with Seth. Wait. You kissed Dina?
Well, I guess I might note more than one story spoiler thing.
I thought this...
We're broken up 1 week and you make a move on my girl?
No. She was probably just trying to make you jealous. I would never... Fuck, this is awkward.
I'm messing with you, man. I don't care. Get dressed.
You're the worst.
It's kind of fucked up you did that.
Get your stuff together, we're already late.
Alright, let's just go for...
Smells fine.
Alright, let's go for the story settings before I forget. So options, difficulty... Right, the player. This is about how much damage you take. Enemies. I'm gonna go with a little bit easier on the enemies. I'm gonna turn off my help a little. Oh, that's way. I'm gonna turn my allies up a little bit to help me. I'm gonna turn this one down quite a bit because I'm not a stealthy person, so this is amazing, right? Just tweak, and we are definitely doing this one. I guess we can try this one. Yeah, this could be a good option. They could probably I could probably do this settings, but I'm gonna turn it maybe. Let's try this maybe. Maybe this could be, because this could be a bit of a fun thing. Let's see what happens. Alright, yeah, that's good. This is the checkpoint.
Smells fine.
I'm just gonna quickly check one thing here. I would have liked to be able, if I could change the color here, to like more of a yellow-green or something. This blends a little bit into it, but alright. Gaming on. Should be good to go. Again, I'm going to be playing with my Steam controller mapped as mouse and keyboard, which was a little bit annoying in this game, but hopefully I've gotten all the necessary keys and everything down. Hopefully the performance won't... Hopefully the game won't max my GPU so that OBS will start lagging.
Sure.
But we'll see. If that happens, I'm gonna try turning this game down to 1080p and we'll see if that's fixed the recording problems. Again, playing up till now has been a really great experience on my Intel ARC B580 here, and the Ryzen 5600X has just been a very smooth, good experience. It's pretty good, a little bit of a soft look from the reflection there. Nothing crazy bad. It's just a dirty mirror, right? Very nice, great environment that you can check around here. Right, that is zooming in. Anyone maybe remembering a bunny clip from the first game from streamers? Let's get going.
Hey, is Joel up?
We got reports of infected out north. We had sent him and Tommy out early to scout.
That sucks.
Yeah, can't imagine they got much sleep. Definitely not as much as you.
Shut up. I was just about to get up. I was.
So one thing that might be good to just check in the settings, if you feel that explosions and like dialogue, explosions is super loud and you know the dialogue might be a little bit low in comparison, this is a good thing to change, right? Because this is going to make loud noise more quiet and quieter more loud. So if you feel that, you know, that is something annoys you, this is a good setting to check first. Dynamic range settings, to turn it down to different settings here. Other than that, I don't think I need to tweak anything right now.
You got everything?
Yes.
It's a little bit of a system memory hungry. 14 gig is definitely on the higher
Heads up,
side.
You're the talk of the town this morning.
What?
Let me see if I got this right. You kissed Dina,
She kissed me.
which triggered Seth to call you a not-so-nice word.
Yep.
Then Joel decked him,
More of a push.
and then you got mad at Joel. That part confused me.
It was a strange night, man.
You're probably gonna want to have
Sounds exciting.
more than 8 gig of VRAM for this game to look nice with the textures, because
Maria wants a word
yeah,
with you.
this is high texture settings.
Steiner,
Is this about Seth?
no clue.
Just tell her you never saw me.
Nope.
Where's your fucking loyalty?
Excuse me?
Right, so you can see that, you know, I'm using 10 gigs with OBS recording for the high texture setting. So you probably want to run this with a higher than 8 gig of VRAM graphics card here. CPU-wise, so far it's been okay here. It definitely flew. If you want to push 120 frames, you're probably gonna need more oomph than a 5600X. And again, this is 1440p, but yeah,
We're
it's
okay, right?
just playing it has been a very
Yeah, of course.
stylish, good-looking,
Dina and I-
stable performance for me
No, it's just,
on the
I don't want
Intel
you to
580,
overthink.
Ellie, we're cool.
B580.
Promise.
Right.
Thanks.
Looks like the performance is good so far here for OBS to be recording. That's nice.
Hey, old timer. Yeah, get a good
I generally
stretch.
don't use depth of field, but for this more cinematic, I think it's nice to have the depth of field, and I believe I did turn on a bloom again, right? Again, that's a settings I don't generally use, so yeah. I have depth of field on, motion blur set to high settings, and bloom on. Those settings I don't generally like. But for more of a cinematic adventure feeling, I think it fits good. It makes it more easy to record, smoother, and since I'm running 60 frames, I think it smooths some out a little bit. Love that you can turn off the chromatic and film grain and lens dirt, stuff like that. That just adds nothing for me, and cranking the field of view, meaning I can see more of the world in one with it immediately without having to look around. Pretty much the FOV turns the camera further away from your character Ellie here. I would probably wouldn't mind if I could crank it even higher, but this is definitely fine.
Wanna grab some breakfast?
No. Where's Maria?
Right. Hopefully soon we will get to some core gameplay to focus on.
Ellie, there you are. Come here. Seth's got something he wants to say to you.
I don't want to hear what that bigot has to say.
Do it for me, please.
Fine.
Seth. Seth, come here.
Hey. Look, last night I was drinking too much.
Sure.
I'm trying to say I'm sorry. Maria tells me that you and Dean are headed out. I made you some sandwiches.
Okay.
They're steak.
Thank you, Seth.
Yeah. Well, you be safe out there.
Yep.
I appreciate that.
What you got there?
Bigot sandwiches.
Smells good.
They're yours.
You sure?
It's fine.
Let me walk you out.
Okay.
When you go out, I want you to trade off with Tommy and Joel. Those boys have been up for far too long.
Where do I meet them?
If you go up to the Northwest Lookout, they're scheduled to arrive later today. But watch yourself. There's too many sightings of infected recently.
Of course. I was gonna check out the creek trails. I'll need someone else to cover it.
Ellie, you know the creek trails?
Not really.
Dina's done it a bunch. I'll have the two of them take it.
Well, that solves that.
I'm just gonna. I remember one thing. Sorry. Is it this one? I'm trying to think if you can change the camera from left to right shoulder. I don't know how you do that. Oh, shoulder swap. Tab. Oh, that's a weird button to use. Interesting. Okay. Tab. Why would you have that? This is weird. Okay. Alright, so if I press... It doesn't work now.
Ellie, can I talk to you for a sec?
That's a very uncomfortable
So,
Look, I
binding.
don't know what's going on with you and Joel.
Maria,
Guy really cares about you. And I'm sure he didn't mean to.
we're fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Sorry to pry. Be safe.
Thanks.
I might
Yo,
have
Dina, assignments.
Just give me a minute.
I might have to tweak a little bit with the shoulder swap thing, because that's gonna come into play to swap your camera from left and right shoulder, and the way it's now is not working great. So interesting.
Get your girlfriend to the stables, please.
Hey, Dina. Can I talk to you?
Hey, guys! I'm tapping out. Come on! For how long?
Hey. Hey. I just want to say sorry for running off last night.
Oh, it's okay. I totally get it. I felt bad.
Why?
Because I started the whole thing, and I shouldn't have kissed you in front of all of those people. And
No, you were drunk. It's fine.
Well, still, I don't want you to think.
No, I'm not reading into it or anything. Just...
You know what I love about you? How you let me finish my sentences.
All right. Well, we should probably get going.
Yeah.
Ow!
What the fuck?
I'm not even playing! Cause you're a chicken? You're a chicken!
I hate this kid so much.
You want to fuck him up? Yeah, I do.
You asked for it! You better run, you little shit! Holy shit! Get to cover! Go! Go! Ow!
Damn! Arm on that kid!
I'm gonna come over there and fight you, like, for real.
Alright, I can't swap shoulders yet. Okay.
Oh, I'm coming for you, Tiny. Gotcha. We're on the board, suckers. Ow! I know where you live, Alex. I mean, frick. Don't tell your mom. I see you.
Yeah, you better run. You better run!
No, you little shit. Oh, dang it.
Oh, suck it!
Oh, you better hide. Look at that. Oh, dang it.
I see you!
No, no, no. Your parents don't love you.
You can't get me.
Ow! Who taught you that? What a shot! Come on! Eat snow! Gotcha! Ow! Miss me!
Good shirt.
If you were not a child, I would pelt you. In the face!
Can you pick up the... There we go, thank you. Okay.
You think you can get me?
Oh, come on, just get that. Oh my god.
Okay, okay.
Can you just get that one? There we go.
No fair. Eat it, shrimps. Hey.
How's it feel?
No. Get her. Help me. You'll never get away with this! Get off of her, you monsters! All right, we actually have some work to do. Scram.
Man. I guess I asked for that, huh?
Yep. Let's go.
Alright. Swapping shoulders didn't seem to work for me in this minigame here, so I can't pick up as the try.
So, Jesse wants us to do the creek trails. He's gonna relieve Joel and Tommy.
Oh, that's nice you assigned us together. You're gonna like this route.
Morning, girls.
Morning.
Hey, ladies. I'll bring them in.
Thank you.
Again, very nice atmosphere of this game, for sure. Let's see if we can get to some normal action here. What's... Oh, there we go. No, no.
That's a good girl. Look who's here.
Thanks.
So far, I've managed to map the controls good to the Steam controller, so gameplay so far has worked fine, but hey, you never know when you get into more heavy combat if I'm gonna struggle, have to remap my controls or something.
Yeah.
One for you. And one for you.
Definitely a bit...
It up.
Yeah, it's definitely a bit of a heavy game to like try to comment sometimes, because there's quite a lot of the dialogue happening kind of continuously. Great for just playing casually, but streaming or recording, I can definitely see it could be like, come on, I'm trying to say something here.
Settle down, children. All right. You all know the drill. Run your routes, mark your logbooks, clear any infected you see. You run into anything you can't handle, you come back. Be smart about it. All right. Get going.
Look like I'm reaching 16 gig of system memory. That's a lot. So yeah, you probably want to have like 12 gig of VRAM and 16 gig of system memory to run this game. Ooh, yeah, very nice looking here. This Let's Try will be longer than usual because there is so much cutscene and so little like gameplay. So I'm thinking maybe 1.5 or 2 hours actually. And it is a longer game, this one.
Hey. What were you dreaming about?
Was I talking?
You're doing your teeth grinding thing.
Where have you been?
Grab your gear. I want to show you something.
What?
Trust me. Come on, this way.
cold. You sure you don't want to do this when the sun's out? And it's warmer?
No. Can't wait.
And you don't want to just tell me?
You need to see it.
It's definitely very beautiful, but I do prefer the more like the the summer times more. When you're out in just the ruined, destroyed cities and stuff like that.
Wandering around out here by yourself.
Been restless.
You too.
Feel like the farther south we go, the prettier it's gotten.
You want to keep going? Just drive all the way to Mexico?
I've thought about it.
You can see Manny's hometown.
Yeah, I don't see that living up to his stories somehow.
Yeah, no, probably not. You did all this in the dark?
Yes. Now come on.
You like the look, the little shimmer of the snow and the tracks here. Again, it has a really great aesthetic to it. Yeah. I would have been.
Keep going like this. We're gonna be tired for today's trip.
I would have liked more of a.
Is Mel okay? She seemed out of it these past few days.
She'll be fine.
You stop being weird. You're freaking me out.
I'm not being weird.
I would have liked like a horse or riding scene so I could see the performance again. How it would be if it would make OBS lag out, like in the beginning there.
Jumping over these.
It's definitely this nice voice acting. Whoa!
Are you breaking up with Mel?
What? No. You wish.
I've had my fill. Thank you.
Ouch.
We can't all be as graceful as you.
Clearly.
What is that?
You'll be fine.
It's too high.
Come on.
Ooh.
Shit.
Oh!
Hey. Eyes on me. Abby. Stop looking down.
Owen, do we have to go back this way?
Consider it an opportunity to work on your fears.
How about I work my foot up your ass?
Abby, stop flirting.
Definitely quite nice animations also here. It's just a very good looking game, I think. I like the aesthetic of it. And I like the vibe also. That's why I'm interested in playing this, like the first one there.
Holy shit.
But more for the story than for the sneaking combat.
Yeah.
But I do like that you can turn down sneaking, stealth, and turn up loot resources. Alright, so a city. Cool.
Saw an armed patrol go from town to an outpost over there. There's a few more outposts in between. They have electricity, guns. It's a lot of people.
We can figure it out.
Okay. Assuming he's in there, how do we get to him?
We can corner one of the patrols and get confirmation, and then, I don't know, maybe find a way to lure him out.
Yeah, okay. I'm sure they'll be happy to offer that information up.
Well, then we make them.
You hear yourself?
Okay, what do you want to do? What is going on with you?
Mel's pregnant.
Oh. Okay.
It's not just that, though.
Should I say congrats?
When everyone else sees this, they're gonna want to turn back.
We can convince him, right? I fucking knew I couldn't count on you.
Abby, I want what you want, but not at any cost. Hey.
Don't.
See you back at the lodge.
Fuck it.
Okay. Let me just... Yeah, I'm sorry, just... did I turn on... Yeah, we did VSync. It is very smooth for a 60 FPS game.
Thing on my own.
Yes. Movement is smooth. Don't have my map. Can I change shoulders? Nope. I don't know how to... I have no idea. I need to... Maybe I need a gun out for the shoulder swapping to work. Alright, let's just... do more gaming, I guess. Really glad that I put my headphones on here. Again, this is such a good game so far, and the first also. Definitely in the audio, you know, the storytelling department. Right, so this is, you know, just the tutorial again to make sure that you know what you're doing. Yep.
He got Mel pregnant. Shit.
Okay, we have a gun. Okay, yeah, this is not... I'm probably gonna have to... tweak that. Let me try this. Sorry guys, I'm just gonna do this real quickly in real time. I feel this is a very important thing to have access to. So let me ask for now to make this video go quickly. Let me do this. Do that. Yeah, that is better.
You alive? That's a lot of them.
I feel it's pretty linear, not a super open game, so far at least it's been... There we go. Right. So it's been easy for me to find my way quickly here. And I like the accessibility option there. I don't have to mash. In the accessibility option I can turn, so I just need to hold. Because I'm gonna get attacked by some enemies, I'm gonna guess. That's, you know, you're gonna have to like hold the button. Or if you don't turn on the accessibility, you just need to mash to get them off. And yeah. Just like that, to hold a button. Oh, come on! Oh, God. Yeah, I don't have this bound because it didn't look like it was needed. Crap. I was afraid of this. Come on. Ah, that's annoying. So I don't like this. It's just 104 freaking inputs here. Just, oh God, annoying. So yeah, you have this dodge and sprint, right? It's shift. So I was thinking I don't need dodge only. But apparently you need that. Such... unless there is there an option to turn this? This is just this game is not about having a million inputs. It's about the store, the environment, the atmosphere. This just optimizing the inputs could have been just done massively and improved the game. That's what I feel. Just now I have to look to see if I can find the freaking options that makes dodge that. I can quickly get this going, right? I can get the dodge going just like I got shoulder swap. The problem is how many more binding is gonna be like this. That's just gonna mess everything I've done so far to get this going here with the Steam controller and everything, and then just that. I was just having a great time playing and then this just happened. Maybe there is something here. Nope, don't see anything about dodging. Why? Yeah, that sucks. I don't understand. Like, I don't understand this. What does this mean? Dodge and sprint. Evade an enemy attack or hold to sprint. This is not working, and I'm gonna guess that this is because I've turned sprint into a toggle option, so I'm guessing that, yeah. We now have made it so this doesn't work for you, because I have the walking option there. So what I'm gonna have to make a choice. Do I want the walking the way I have it now? Or do I want to have dodge sprint working? I can't have both. I have to pick here. I'm probably gonna dodge more. Probably gonna dodge more than I'm gonna be walking. Maybe I'm wrong. So let's go here. Let's go here. And let's go up here. Let's go to... there we go. Now I'm gonna have to do this. And then I'm gonna have to go... this one. I'm gonna have to remove that. And what I now gonna have to do is... this is just so annoying. Just if I need walking for now, we're gonna do that. I could have set this one to be alt, and then it would have given me dodge and everything working. What I want to know now is... no, there's no settings for toggle walk. That would have been much nicer. So that just sucks ass. Alright, back to game. Do I have a dodge now? How do you use the dodge? So, dodge sprint. Evade an enemy attack or hold to sprint, okay? So if I evade an attack, I just press it, okay? But why is this not work? This was not working with toggle. Okay, let's try this. No? It's not working. Oh god, game, you are even lying. You're lying to me. Shift key is not working as a dodge key. Let me try this on... Yep. Nope. Yeah, yeah, sorry for this. This is just annoying to me and just, yeah, that's what it is. This is just straight up lying. This is just not working at all. It's... yeah. This does not work. I'm tried it on keyboard here and tried it on the control. Evade an enemy attack. You know, you press left or, you know, or you press A or D and then you should press shift. That's what this is telling me to do and that's not working. So annoying. Yeah, it's... They could have done this so much better. This is just annoying me. I don't really know what to do here. I don't know. This makes me want to turn off the game. I don't have time for this. I wanted to enjoy the game. This takes me out of the game. Like, guys, you could have made it input optimization. This shouldn't even be a thing. Why is this? Like, it's such bullshit. It's bullshit. And I can make this work in so many ways, but it is just... it's annoying. It's so annoying. I think what I'm gonna have to do, let's follow along with me. Since this isn't working, so we're gonna just do this again. I could make this work in a different way. I'm just doing this to maybe see what's gonna happen with this game, but alright, I have to turn on the options in accessibility, alternative controls. Okay, to sprinting to toggle. Right, but yeah, it's now I have this dodge, but that is not. It is not working with the shift button, or they are explaining it like they are stupidly bad at explaining. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Annoying crap. Yeah. Alright, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to just do that. There we go.
Fuck, my shoulder.
Alright. Which one was it? Is it... No... Is it... Nope. Just... This one. Okay. Oh, can I? Okay, I can use that. Right, I could also... I didn't see the key binding for this in the settings, which is weird. Hello? Tutorial? Oh. Wait. Oh, wait. Yeah. Okay, so this one. There we go. Okay, yes. Alright. Yeah. Alright.
I need to get a view. How do I get out of here?
Maybe I should first look. Is there loot around? No. Oh right, I don't have a settings for. Shit, that sucks. Well, I'm not gonna look around now. But apparently your flashlights can go out, which needs a separate button for immersion to kind of make it work again, like tapping the flashlight. I really would have liked settings to turn that one off for my flashlight to not go out, to not have to bind just to not bind a separate like tapping the flashlight button. I would really not would have wanted that. But I don't think there is any settings for that. Like I don't know what could that be. Like turning off. So much crap. It's too much crap in the settings. Yeah, I don't know. That's gonna be annoying. If my flashlight goes out, I don't have a button to tap it. I don't have buttons left for it, and it's just a stupid mechanic that I would not want to have. But I'm gonna have to go through every. I'm gonna have to go through every single settings to see if there is a way to disable the flashlight turning off itself somewhere. Because I really don't want that as a mechanic. I just don't.
Where's that lookout?
I have that. We have. So a big part of the game is definitely, you know, gonna be... What? There we go, thank you. Gonna be looting.
Okay. It's gotta be close.
Right, so when you use the listening ability, you automatically... Oh, okay. Oh. You automatically crouch. Interesting. If I press sprint, I automatically stand up and sprint. Okay. Yeah. Right, where am I supposed to go? Was there a second floor? Oh no, oh yeah, that's not... So this, I've turned down the settings for this because... because I'm not a stealthy person. Oh, I don't know. That's weird. Okay, it's that one that is causing the problem. Okay. Alright, okay. Let's just continue on. I'm gonna have to need to do some more tweaking of... I'm gonna need to do some more tweaking of my controllers for sure, both as I'm going along and right now.
So lost.
Right, there is actually one thing I think I want to do. You know what? No, let's... What? Yeah, okay, but can I... Oh! I don't have my map, no. Man. Lots of enemies, alright.
Please let that be it.
Wanted a little bit of more.
Where's the road?
A little bit of the action here. Okay, I'm sorry. This is something I do really like. This is not a bad mapping. This is a positive, a good mapping. Let's see. Soft pull and full pull should be... There we go, for some quick scoping.
Horse tracks.
All right.
Patrol.
Right, so we do jump between characters here. Okay, right, yeah.
This way.
Right, still very smooth playing. Recording seems to work fine right now. It's only the first introduction scene.
Do you miss being with him?
With Jesse? No.
We've been together for so long.
Look, Jesse's great. I love his parents. They will always be family, but we were just on autopilot.
Hey, how come we never talked about this stuff?
I don't know. It didn't feel... You never really talked to me about Kat.
Yeah, 'cause there isn't much to talk about.
Yow.
I got the impression that you didn't really like her.
I don't care about her one way or the other.
Okay.
No, I think she's a talented artist. I've grown to like that tattoo of yours.
Well, that's so big of you.
And I think she wasn't right for you.
Interesting.
Shut up.
Okay.
You can tie Shimmer up here.
Let's park the horse. Alright. Trying to get that a little annoying dodge thing out of my head here, focusing on what is
You wanna see
good.
something spectacular?
The game itself.
Nothing is that spectacular.
Oh, brother.
Come on, stupid.
Again, great visuals, great story so far, you know. Voice acting, animations. Just the input optimization that is really bugging me. Yeah, the game seems to be running pretty good. Again, you know, not any big hitches here by recording. I would like more of a summer scene to see if that's gonna be a problem up ahead.
What do you think of this view, huh?
Hope there's gonna be lots of summer. Yeah, and I think I like the vibrant kind of part of this franchise here. for this series here, 2 game series.
Come on. Fuck.
So I would have liked to do this in HDR. This game supports HDR and is good in HDR, but for some reason OBS and OBS and the HDR and Intel B580 doesn't seem to work. It might just be this game, but it just... OBS crapped out. The game... all crapped out. You know, both OBS and the game crapped out.
Jesse?
Eugene.
Right. Oh, Eugene. Man, he was funny.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I wish I could show the HDR gameplay, because it's just...
Plus, he taught me about rewiring electronics and stuff.
really nice for a game like this with the... like the kinda...
We all make it to 73.
well, HDR is just great, let's just go with that. Can really help with giving oomph to games. But again, I need to try on different games to see if it is just this game or... oh, there we go. If it is this game or Intel B580 and OBS and HDR that just doesn't work straight up.
Sign us in.
What was this place?
Very good environment.
Used to be a radio tower.
This is what I love, a good, nice environment. Like for like, if I just would go around shooting stuff, this is what I would have liked the environment to look also.
No sign of infected. Or non-infected for that matter. Seeing a storm. A couple miles out.
Okay, this works. Dina, yes. Oh, right. Okay, they are signing in here for their assignment. All right, all right.
And there.
Nice, nice.
Come here. Town up ahead's our last stop. Take a look.
There's a ski lodge. That's the one on Tommy and Joel's route.
That's the one.
I see a strip mall?
Oh, with the supermarket? No, town's past that.
There's the town. With the big tower thing?
Yep, that's where the next lookout is. Let's get back to the horses.
I could definitely see myself maybe when I just skip recording or streaming this just so I could enjoy this in HDR and just fully immerse with a little bit higher settings even.
Question. Were you wearing those same clothes yesterday?
They're clean.
No judgment.
It's patrol, you know. We're here to kill infected, not to look fancy.
Still look nice.
Thank you.
Is there any... oh, right, that's where we were. All right, let's go. Let's go horsing around. Oh, all right. When that happens, it's just I need to tweak the settings. That's not the game's problem. When I just do the sudden back dodge thing there. All right. Oh, okay, we're going this way. I'm gonna have to look through the settings, see if I can turn off this like again, it's so difficult here. It's great with options, but to find where it is and if it exists when it's so much is a problem. But like the audio, I don't know if it is this one. It might be this one. Like you get this little boom when you have to do something. This is let's try turn it down. This is something I don't really feel I need. An audio cue for jumping.
I think we should go out like Eugene.
From a stroke?
No, from old age. Like living a long life.
You? No way. Come on. You're way too reckless.
Oh, look who's talking.
Well, you'll probably die from hypothermia from wearing canvas sneakers in the snow.
I am wearing boots today. You know how you're gonna die?
Ooh, let me guess. You're gonna kill me? Did I ruin your punchline?
No. Maybe. Fuck you. Hey, should we check these houses out?
Seems quiet, but we can if you want. I bet they still got supplies.
Nope, that was not the settings. Yep. That was not the settings. It's something else. Alright, well. How do you dismount? I don't know how to dismount the horsey. Oh, that's the way you do it. Okay. Oh, oops. Right. Alright. We're gonna need looting. This is a big part of the game, so it's good to showcase that. Obviously. Could be enemies, so it's like... It could be a risk looting. It could be a nice little reward for upgrades and ammunition and stuff like that.
What do you know about this place?
Just another evacuated neighborhood. Infected almost never make it out this far.
Yeah.
Usually catch it on the outer perimeter.
Oh, there you go.
What are you doing tonight?
I was thinking of inviting Joel to watch a movie.
Oh. You guys good?
Yeah.
What movie are you guys gonna watch? What's Joel into?
Curtis and Viper 2. That's the one that's been on my radar for a while.
Oh, wow.
Well, we used to watch these cheesy 80s action movies. He's really into them.
Oh, no.
I actually really like them, too.
I don't remember which key is the R button here. Not that.
Poor kid.
Not that. Well. Yeah, I have no idea what is the key. God damn it. Do I have R bound to anything? I do not. Son of a beep game. Why would you not just let me press space to flip the page? Why is this why is... Oh, it's so frustrating. So annoying. It's... You don't need 104 key inputs for this game. It's not gonna make it better. Now, there we go. Now we have flip key. Why not just have space? Why not have mouse button 1? Why not have WASD? No. Let's make this a separate key input. That makes so much sense. Wait. Oh my god. Well,
Some people were talking about...
I just saw something more. I like this game. Oh, it's pissing me off, this input. There is a separate zoom button. So when you're in combat, right, or out of combat here, you can use the right mouse to zoom in, which is bound to my left trigger. Why is that not zoom in on the freaking page? Optimize the inputs. You don't need a separate input for that. Jesus.
Sneaking out. Going sledding.
God damn.
Sounds fun.
Yeah.
Like,
Wanna meet up after?
like this is available. It's a zoom
Maybe I'll
for shooting.
play guitar
For
you.
pages, make that the same.
What's Curtis and Viper 2 about?
Okay, so 2 former commandos that go rogue to fight bad guys. And I think in this one, they go up against Russian spies or something.
I'm more interested in this than I thought I would be.
All right, so the young one, Viper, he's a trained ninja. And he's a complete badass.
So how old is he in the first movie?
10.
Wait, how many movies did they make of this?
I think they made 4?
Jeez.
Joel actually saw the last one in the theater. Isn't that crazy?
Yes. You think anybody out there is still making movies?
Has to be.
How do you know? I mean, what if they're all just like us? Just surviving day to day.
Well, I write new music, so if someone had a camera.
Wait, hold up. There are original Ellie songs? Why haven't you played any for me?
Well, I don't know.
Come on, will you play one for me? Tonight?
I'll think about it.
Nope, not allowed to go up there. Oh, the horses follows? Oh, that's a nice touch. I love that. That's great. And we... This is definitely a nice part of the game when you can go and, you know, explore and loot some things. If you like that, I think it is alright.
Ooh, I don't have this one.
Isn't it one of those superhero cards you're all into?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be zooming into any of the pages or something like that because I'm not binding the C button to it. And maybe you can go in to options, to controls, customize controls. Let's see, do we have C button? Z button, C button, yeah. Oh, it says, do we have C? No, can't. This is so ridiculous. Like, who is gonna take the time to do all of this crap? Right here. And I'm sure that you can maybe do like... Nope. Alright, yeah, okay, so you have to do that and then... Nope, not allowed. Not allowed to remap it. I'm not allowed to remap it to... Right. Can I do... Oh, hello? But this is a duplicate mapping, but this should be fine. So, again, it's nice that you can do this, right? You can see it, you get a warning here, it's a duplicate mapping. But this is walking for me, so it's no problem. But the problem is you shouldn't have to do this. And you have the problem here. You have the problem here, right? If I can find this one again. I don't even know, where was it? Right, this one. I don't know if this is gonna be a problem, because now I can only zoom in. I don't have a zoom out button. That is obviously gonna be a different controller. For some reason, it's a different control. Which is just why. So I'm gonna set this one back to the default. And we're gonna play the game without any zooming. I don't know. I can probably go by without the zooming, but it's just, why is that not just left and right click or something like that, you know? Yeah, it's stupid. Something that you as I feel that the game developers should be thinking about stuff like that. All right. Doesn't seem like there is a lot of more. Are you coming, horses? Alright, which one's mine again? Is it that one? Alright. Let's play a little bit more here to see what's going on here. I do enjoy the gameplay again. It's just infuriating trying to map
The temperature dropped.
their crazy control scheme. And it's unfortunate that the Steam API just didn't work, because maybe I could have used just gamepad inputs, because they've optimized the gamepad inputs.
What the fuck? Smell. Looks like infected did this.
How many do you think it would take to bring down a moose?
More than one. Where the hell are they?
Let's go find them.
Yeah, because if you look at this game, like if in the inputs, they made the DualShock, like the PlayStation 5 controller, work with this game, obviously, right? And that has way less than 104 keys as a keyboard, and made it work. So it just feels that the developers went crazy or lazy when they did the keyboard input optimizations. Just like kept pressing.
I hear some inside.
Yeah, they just kept pressing new, like a new key for everything, instead of thinking like. Instead of thinking like this, instead of thinking like, okay, how can we, like for this one, how can we make this button work seamlessly with multiple inputs and stuff like that? When it came to keyboard, it just felt like, okay, let's see, we have this, we just, oh, well, this key is free. And I think that is not a good idea to have. You should always, no matter keyboard or gamepad, you should think, is there any way that I can optimize my inputs? Like, it's a great thing. You have jump. Can jump be grab? Can sprint? What can I more do to that with the right? I have left and right mouse click. Okay, let's see. We can use that to zoom in and zoom out in items we pick up. Like, you don't need new buttons for everything. It's just gonna make it easier to remember. Yes, you always gonna have less inputs to focus on. It's quicker for you to access them. It's just good practice. And this is just an example to me of absolutely terrible idea here. Like, I think it's so few people that's gonna go through to use this to maximize everything to make working key binding like this. It's just out of this world insanity.
How did they get in there?
More importantly, how do we get in there?
Well, there is bloodstain. So how do you take down a runner? Do you have to shoot them, shiv them, or can I? Can I do this? Right, okay, we have a knife. I remember from the first game
See if we can get around to the back of the supermarket.
there were a few of these enemies that you couldn't kill unless you have a knife. But for me it's been so long since I played the first one, so I'm not gonna be able to remember all of the mechanics of the game. Oh, okay. Right, so you have to be pretty close for the looting symbol to light up. Right, and I can just hold.
You good?
Yeah.
Nice throw, by the way.
Thanks.
The way we came in was barricaded. How'd that runner get in here?
Yeah, it's a good question.
What's the most infected you've ever taken down on patrol?
It's gotta be the one I had with Joel a year or so ago. It was like, I don't know, a dozen? You?
Cleared about 20 once. There was a group passing through.
Fuck. Maybe we'll
Which,
get you a new personal record today.
which way? Don't. Oh, that's why. Okay. Oh. Oh, oops.
Dina, this way. More runners. Let's keep it quiet. Let's see how it goes.
Oh, gotcha. Right, you can pick up these. How do I... Oh, right, you have this one. If I do that, if I do this... Right. Two more dudes. Let's see, this... Well, that was not a good way of me to handling, but hey, it worked out.
Is that all of them?
All right.
Yeah. Looks like it.
I'm gonna play
Still gotta get the ones in the supermarket.
till this kind
Keep
of
circling the building.
till this
Gotta
is
be a way in.
right. We done yet? Till this kind of section is over, then I'm gonna stop this very long let's try. But again, I think it's necessary for this game. It's a very long, lots of cutscenes, so right, could be more loot, but let's go.
help me up there. Want to look around.
All right, go ahead.
There's a hole in the roof over there. Here.
Thanks.
Look, see?
All right, let's figure out how to get in there.
Oh, that's the, okay, that's the hole, okay. Well, we're still definitely in the tutorial, so we're gonna use this prone.
Under here.
Ellie? Are you clean?
Yeah. Just banged up.
Please die of old age and not because you get infected.
It's probably gonna
I
be
really don't want to have to shoot you in the face.
probably gonna be quite a few of these encounters to make you jump a little bit. Bump. Ooh, nice crunchy sound of the snow. Yeah, you get... Oop.
Actually, yeah.
Nice.
You have to press the tab to open this. Right, you get this upgrade things that you can do. But, alright, we need more. 30, 30, 30. Doesn't seem like I have... Okay, you have some reading stuff and that. Right, but doesn't seem like I can craft anything. Doesn't look like I can use any of these. Okay, you can upgrade your... Craft melee upgrades can be upgraded. Craft an upgrade to your melee weapons, blah blah. You know what, let's just, yeah, unlock it to show how it works. That's fine. Right, so... is there anything more in here? Could I go further here, or... no. Again, I think it would be fun to just get through this little section here for this Let's Try, but it might be a long section to get through, so... I'm not sure... Oops. Okay, no, I think I see. They want us to do this. Right. Yep. Alright.
This way.
Making sure you know your stuff.
I'm in. Hey, got some alcohol.
Couple of rags. Here, fix yourself up.
Alright, so now they teaching you how to do... There we go. And you can just use that. Right. So I'm not the biggest crafting guy, but that's why I like that you can
Got it.
I like that you can turn up the crafting materials and like turn down the difficult of some of the crafting requirement for sneakier section stuff like that, you know, with this.
Shoot you in the face.
That's
so sweet.
Yeah, I'm gonna go even a little bit further just to see.
All these spores mean they've been here for a while. Keep your eyes peeled for older infected. Yep.
Just to see if I can get.
Is this part of the supermarket? I don't know. I think we're above it.
Get past this kind of initial tutorial. Oops. Alright, so upgrade points. The gears, kind of cogwheels, I believe is for your gun upgrades. Since I turn down the kind of the crafting stuff and like that, I've done so by increasing the drops. This is where it came from, right? By increasing the drops that you get. So I'm gonna get more of this because I've turned that settings down to an easier, which makes it just, you know, a little bit more easier and more accessible for me, this game, you know. Combining with turning down the sneaking part a little bit. Okay, so how do you get back? Maybe I went the right way, maybe I missed something. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. Oh. Again, that's not the game's fault. I need to tweak my Steam controller when that's why that is happening, unfortunately. Tweak a little bit of the trackpad thing. Right, the date of birth. Maybe... I don't know, maybe we will find this... Maybe it's in the journal, the safe combination. It could be on the walls, could be somewhere near here. Could be something that you have to come back to. Because we had like we have notes here, so it could be something that you might, you know, wanna. Can't flip this. Right. Right. Maybe I will get the combo later, or maybe I missed it, but that's fine. I had one more note. What is this? Yeah. All right. Yeah, don't see any clues so far, but this is definitely part of like... There we go. Let's continue on. Yeah, don't know what to do for this one since... Yeah, maybe we'll find it later on, but it's fine. Let's continue. It could be a note somewhere, it could be, you know, maybe something you're gonna be noticing around. So, where am I supposed to go? Oh, this way. Right. Yeah, clickers. This one you had to use yeah, you had to use your like your shiv to take these ones out. These are definitely super annoying.
These blind motherfuckers make my skin crawl. Let's make sure the rest of the building's cleared out. And then get the fuck out of here. Speaking my language. Dina, will help. Coming.
So I do enjoy this game, even if it might not seem it with, you know, the dodge weirdness and that. I just, it's a little bit annoying. I'm just so immersed in the game, and then
Make you a present.
And then you have these weird controls that just mess with that immersion. That's what is so, like, annoys me so much. But I do enjoy this game. Do you think it's a lot of good fun? I just don't want to get thrown out of the immersion just by some weird freaking input that I need to figure out how to map or tweak or do something with. I just want to be in the game. But it is...
Ellie.
There we go. It is a good game. I did not mean to do this. Oh no, okay, yeah, I know why that happened. There we go.
Here. Thanks.
Yeah.
Careful with that. I'm a pro. We're not done.
I have, so I can do... Right, there we go.
got some numbers here.
Right, they probably want you to use your Molotov here because this. Right, so this guy, he should have seen me, but since I've turned the stealthy difficulty down, I got away with it, which is just gonna be great for me. Great options to be able to do that. Make someone like me that's bad at stealthing enjoy the game more. I wanted to shoot a little bit.
Still moving? Nope.
You know what? I'm impressed with us.
Yeah. You guys are not gonna believe our numbers.
Okay. Let's go to the next lookout and take a fucking break. We earned it.
Alright, seems like we're very soon here gonna be stopping here.
Wait, do you see a way out?
Hopefully, maybe. I can do one of those. Oh, right, then I can grab that one. Way out. Let's see if I can see a way out, right? And then... That's probably gonna be where we can... stop. I like that nice touch of like hitting the glass there to get that little extra stuff there. I don't see the exact way the game wants me to go, right? Oh, here we are. Okay, there are settings to highlight this to help you not getting stuck a little bit, but you know.
Won't budge.
Yeah.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. You're just gonna hurl me up through that hole in the roof.
Okay.
I feel there's gonna be... Oh no, that's not working. Is this where we came from, or... No, I don't think so, right? Yeah, I need to tweak that setting. Ah, nice, you can just go... Alright, so...
Hey, there's a cable.
Oh, okay.
Help me out.
There you go.
Oh.
Yeah. That should hold us.
Well,
Want me to
that...
try?
I got it.
Oh. I don't even know if where I'm supposed to aim this one. I wouldn't mind a little bit more for, like... What part of this do I need to... Probably maybe... Okay. Right, we do this.
Get over.
Yeah, okay. Have to think a little bit, I guess.
Okay, that's good.
Alright, and that's... Okay, I see, okay. Alright, no, I get it. I was just being stupid there. Am I gonna get trapped here with dudes? No?
Careful when you get up here. Pretty windy. Over here. Storm's really picked up. How far are we from the lookout? Just past the next town. Following you.
Alright. Let's just ride and see if it's the end. Well.
Hey, how far away are we? A few minutes out. Okay. This is getting worse. Turn back. We won't make it. We're almost there. I know, girl. I know. Keep going. Dina, how much further? Dina? Dina! Dina, where are you? Dina! Fuck. Dina! Ellie! Where are you? I don't know! Dina! Oh, thank God. Come on. This way. Where are we going? Just trust me. Get inside.
Alright, this is gonna be the stopping point. This seems like a good chapter, kind of chapter breaking point.
Look at the door.
After these cutscenes and everything.
You been here?
Yeah.
Rode by it. Never came inside.
Yeah.
All right, let's make sure it's clear.
Yeah, exactly. So this is gonna be where we stop here. Being a nice long let's try for sure. I'm gonna play more of this, and I like all of the customization of the settings I can do. It just, there's definitely a little bit too much settings, maybe almost. But the biggest thing is definitely for me, it's the keyboard mouse kind of optimization that just it's gonna be with me probably through this game. That just they could have done so much better job with that, and I'm not gonna take the time to try to go through all of the 104 different keyboard things binding that you can try to combine and tweak and mix around with. It's not happening. They made this game work on the PlayStation 4, you know, and the PlayStation 5, right? On that controller. And it's definitely good to have options on PC for more inputs tweaking, but you don't have to do it like this. And I think it's like good example is the thing that like the dodging there didn't seem to work for me. And this is like, okay, that was just so weird how they even had that as an option. That it seemed like that I might not even be understanding. And it's just, I'm required on mouse and keyboard to have that specific binding there, and it's just it mess. Why I'm like, you coming to pick something up and you have like press C to zoom in, and it's like looking through that list, it looks like C is only used for that. Like by default, why would you not have it being something else? Like, you know, you could have had it be jump and like crouch, zoom in, zoom out. It's just, to me, it just feels not good. It's a bit lazy. It's a bit like you didn't give mouse and keyboards the same love that you did to the gamepad users here. This definitely is optimized for the PlayStation 5 in every kind of way. And, you know, I feel the graphics here is just great. The atmosphere is great. Lighting is great. I think the story seems very interesting. It runs alright and everything good for me. No problem here, except I think the frame generation seems a little bugged, but this works fine in 60 frames, 1440p, with the settings I have here so far, except for the intro scene when recording didn't work, but the game ran perfect. So it's like, it's just, to me, this is just the reason so high, and then you have that little thing that just keeps taking me out of just playing the game, just enjoying the game. This little weird, oh, here you have a new key that you have to press, because the Steam API seems bugged with this. Otherwise I could have just gone with full Xbox layout here and then added maybe like, I don't know if it works or not, but maybe added like mouse look with the gyro and stuff like that, and just, hey, okay, we're just gonna use the gamepad optimizations and be done with it. But yeah, I had to unfortunately use the mouse and keyboard only here, and I don't have a problem with that, except when the games are like crazy like this for the inputs. It's hard to like really point out how immersive breaking it. You're in this running scene, and it's just, you get the prompt and it's like, shit, I'm out of buttons here. I have to now think of an idea to make this work, and you're being attacked, you're supposed to do this and this, and it's just like, god damn it, I have freaking shit ton of bindings already, you know, 1, 2, 3, 20 bindings already, and now I have to make a 21st binding. And even if I was playing on mouse and keyboard, pure mouse and keyboard, I would think it is a really bad idea. Why would I have to press the C button or zoom there? Like, just memorize that and like use that. It makes no good sense to me. I like games that like come up with good ideas. You know, you have Doom Eternal, you have Punch, and activates the same button is great. You had Doom 3. You have, when you came close to something that was interactable, like a button to press, you just press your fire button. Those are great ideas. When you have that you can use, you know, maybe let's say you are normally just running around normal, and then you enter like a vehicle. When they take the normal controls and make them work for the vehicle sections or something like that, that is just so much great that you don't just suddenly have to like reposition your hands, rethink your buttons and stuff. It's just a seamless things that happens. But outside of there almost being a little bit too many options, and that I think the input for keyboard and mouse is bad, everything is top notch so far, like it just is. The only thing again that I'm gonna think that is a bit of a downer for me is I haven't found... Okay, can you be a little bit quiet? I haven't found if there's any settings to turn off that you might have to tap your flashlight to make it not go out. Because I'm out of buttons. I don't want to waste a button for some stupid crap like that. And it's like, I wish there just was in the difficulty settings, that you can tweak difficult settings before starting the game, but that's a minor thing. The game tells you that you can change it and everything, so it's a very nitpicky thing. But I wish that it was in that menu, the difficulty settings menu, like, hey, do you want to disable tapping? Do you want to blah blah? A little bit of those things there. Again, it could be somewhere in the accessibility combat here. It could be that, you know, you could turn off that the flashlight goes out. Maybe in the difficulty settings I have, the flashlight might not go out. But that is the only thing that I'm a little bit like, if I'm gonna keep playing this, is that gonna be something that suddenly just pops me up, takes me away from the immersive gameplay? It is so immersive, it is so nice, it is so with the story, so you don't want to be interrupted with crap like that. And again, if you're playing this with just the PlayStation 4 5 DualShock kind of gamepad, you know, you're not going to have this problem. You're just going to see a button to press and it's going to be optimized for you. If you're running this on mouse and keyboard and you just don't mind using a shit ton of keys, that's obviously not going to be a problem. For me that runs the games here with my Steam controller and other controls and stuff, this is just unfortunately something that just takes me away. It's not just I can press a button, it suddenly is a challenge. I have to figure out a way to get this button in the way I want it. I've already gotten my base configuration down, and now I might have to tweak it, change it, and I might have to relearn some of the muscle memory for this game. And that just brings such an like annoying frustration of taking out of the immersion when you just want to power through it. So that's why it might have seemed a little bit maybe too exaggerated for you when I got those moments, but it is a super frustrating thing for me. And you know, when I'm just in the game, I don't want to have moments like that. I want to fix those beforehand, you know, and then it shouldn't be a problem. But it's just, I couldn't foreseen all of the problems here, and there is like, I had to just say, okay, this just is something I'm not going to be necessary for me, right? And just blah, blah, blah. And it's, then you come to a point and it's like, nope, okay, I was wrong. I have to figure this one out. And, you know, so far now, except for that I'm not using the dodge because I think it's not necessary for this game, to be quite honest. If the dodge could have worked like if I pressed, let's say I pressed left, right, or, you know, back plus the shift button, and that made me dodge, that would be a great input optimization. It looks like it was gonna work like that in the settings, right? In these settings, it looks like me. That's why I didn't bother with just having a separate dodge button. Because it looks like this is obviously going to work like that. And you can see here, it's how they are working. This is how it works on the controller, but on the keyboard here, it just didn't work. I don't know if I can remove this. Maybe if I unbind it. All right, you have to press, oh my God, so weird. Press a V to unbind. Maybe if I, you know, I don't know what happens if you do that. Okay. But right now it's telling me I need to have this bound. Yep. Right, so I have to have this bounce. I cannot, like, this is just so weird. I can't even on mouse and keyboard here. I can't even unbound this. Like look, this is just better optimization for the controller. It's just this. Again, it would have been great if for PC, if you press Shift or, you know, left, this is like A, D or S, right? And then press the Shift to just do this dodge. It would have been perfect, great, easy to do, it is easy to use. But at least for me, so far, I have to use this separate button for that. It will not do the motion otherwise. And I tried it with toggle sprint on or off, right? Both are the same. It just will not. Right? You see, it doesn't do that. And then you... This is what I wanted to do. I press A or left and Shift. That is what I wanted to happen. It looks like it happens like that on PlayStation, but... And then if you want to go forward, you press V plus the sprint, you run. That is good input optimization if it works like that for mouse and keyboard and for that one. You can still have the options for other behavior, but yeah, that is just something that is so frustrating for me. And just really wish that it was giving more love to optimizing inputs and not just utilizing a shit ton of keys, just really thinking about that aspects of game. I think that is kind of a lost art. Just a very few games that really just, oh shit, we can do this very crazy good mechanics without using this shit ton of different buttons. And, you know, very few games that really gets that done. And I miss that. I want more of that. But this is it. Very long look at this game. I will definitely play it. I don't know if I'm gonna want to stream it or just play it for myself with HDR on and something like that. I don't know if there's gonna be more somber outdoor scenes that gonna run great, but unfortunately gonna make OBS not being able to record or stream that. So yeah, I don't know, but I feel like if you're into this game type, this is a really great. It's much better than The Last of Us Part 1, where it was much more technical problems with running off VRAM, weird looking textures, performance issues, just crashing, problem with the recording there also, and just it's done. The only technical here is, again, I feel that the frame generation is just not working correctly, right? I'm getting 60 frames locked and my GPU utilization is like, you know, 60 or 70. And then I turn on frame generation and it goes up with almost like 40%. It should be more like 20 to 30% GPU utilization there. And it just makes the frame generation here. It also has some crashing and stuff. So it just feels like it's not really working here, at least on my Intel B580 graphics card. Maybe DLSS or XS, the FSR on AMD's card might be working good, because I don't think it would be bad. I think this game would work pretty decent with frame generation for me, and I would like that. But hey, it's not a big thing. 60 frames here locked, looks great, runs great, plays great for this type of games. So I'm not stressing out about it, and you can lower settings. But again, I felt that between medium to high, the jump was a little bit too noticeable for me, so I really want to go for high settings. But you have that option, so even if you have a little bit of a lower end graphics card, you probably can run this game, but it might be more or less noticeable, the graphical downgrade. So yeah, and again, this is not going to be more of this game on this channel. I just went for this super long video here, and the streaming is going to be on, if it happens, on Twitch. Is it twitch.tv/Halkenstrong? But hey, you can check back to this channel if you want to see me try more demos, games, and emulator stuff, whatever video game related things. Leave a like, a comment if you do that. if you have any like general tips about the games, the problems that I might have encountered, obviously appreciate the comments about that. But if nothing else here, thanks for watching, have a great day, and bye for this time.